Hi, my name is Day Yera. I'm a trans femme person. As much as I do love Florida, it does come with its challenges. They're trying to put a lot of laws and regulations on who I feel like I can be and how I choose to express myself as an individual and as an American in general. Ron DeSantis. In my opinion, he's done a lot, I think, of damage to the LGBTQ community, and I feel like it's really just all for the sake of trying to climb that ladder that he's just not doing very well either. I feel like it was for the presidential run that means absolutely nothing now, and he destroyed lives along the way. If I had one thing to say, please just move, go to another state. I don't wish harm on you, and I don't wish harm on I just want there to be less hate in the world, and all you do is bring hate. The queer subculture, and in particular, I also am pretty into the goth one as well, of course, respectively. I definitely found more of a home within the goth community because over there I have an immense amount of queer people, but I also get perspectives that are completely different. I get all kinds of people. And to me, that's what real society kind of should be. I actually grew up with my aunt teaching me all kinds of music, learning about it. But when it comes to the actual culture and going out, I started at around 18 and then took a really long pause when I moved over to Orlando. And then when I came back, fell into it and just fell in love with it in a whole new level of respect. Probably one that inspired me to look into it more and to actually become more in the goth scene was She Wants Revenge. Yeah, um, that's kind of where it started for me. That first album, when I was shown it to it the first time, I fell in love with it and listened to it so much. And then just from there, I always thought of myself as a goth, no matter, what I was doing, what I was wearing, who I was with. It became a part of me and who I was. What it means to be goth, in my opinion, is it can mean a lot of different things. Because for me, I think it's more than just music. It's more than just you make of it what you want. Like, it's a cultural kind of movement that encompasses a lot of different forms of art and self-expression. So, what does it mean to be goth is kind of like, it could be from anything from writing, poetry, to music, to fashion. And all of these people I consider well within the means of the goth community. So I think it's a really all-encompassing, beautiful kind of culture that really lets you just kind of be yourself, from wearing, completely all pink and, like wearing all white. We have a whole bunch of different kinds that identify in the goth community, and it's beautiful to see all the different kinds of aspects of it. I remember when I first started transitioning, I went into the goth clubs and I was hesitant. I was nervous. I was a little scared. It was one of the first few times that I had gone out and in dressing and presenting the way that I feel and want to be seen as. And thinking back on it, I was actually doing that on the way up here. Thinking back on it, how beautiful it was that almost instantly I was accepted. There was no questions. I made friends really quickly, and and those people were all different kinds of people, right? Like, I was talking to 50, 60-year-old grandmothers to, people who are younger than me in their 19s and 20s. And I was accepted by all of them. There was never once a question of like, what's this, that I get a lot of times outside in, the world. Well, there's like a few things that I'm doing. I was super excited because just not that long ago, I got to be in a music video, which was super exciting to do. First time in a music video. And I'm going to be the MC dash host for World Goth Day, which is also super exciting because that's also a brand new opportunity to just, do something different that I've never done before. And then later on, I actually am in the works of doing my own goth parties. So that's even more exciting because that's where I really wanted to kind of end up within the goth community. And for me, it's super important because I particularly wanted to be geared towards the queer community. Maybe a community that doesn't feel as safe going out the way I do, like this every day in public. Give them an opportunity to be able to express themselves and feel safe in a place where they could dance, get to know people, make friends, and who knows, anything else. Um, it's amazing. I've gotten so many opportunities, just by hanging out and, talking to people and getting to know amazing people within the community. Yeah, I wear this every day. People stare at me sometimes at Publix. It happens. It's at work. I don't get to dress completely this way, but I still do my makeup. I still do my choker. So all of this is still very much me. I have to wear something a little bit more, presentable for work. But I'm really grateful that I get an opportunity to express myself in almost every facet of my life and really show. And everybody pretty much knows that I'm a goth. There's no question. Usually they're just like, oh, like I've had people come up to me and be like, oh, do you know this person? Do you know that person? I'm like, actually, I do know that person. And it's really funny the connections that I get to make just because I'm in a certain community.